In the last class, we are discussing on superposition theorem. So take on the problem. We'll do one more problem on superposition theorem. Determine the current I. Determine the current I in 5 ohms. Determine the current I in 5 ohms using superposition theorem. Determine the current I in 5 ohms using superposition theorem. Have you drawn the circuit?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many sources are there?
Three sources.
Three sources. Two current sources and one voltage. First, I am considering this 2 ampere. I want to determine current in only one branch, 5 ampere. That is 2 ampere. This 5. I will open this 6 ampere. I will open, and I will short this voltage source. All voltage sources will be short circuited, and current source will be open. I am shorting this voltage source. I am opening this current source. Now, second circuit I will consider 6. I will open this 2 ampere. 2 ampere I am opening. I am shorting the voltage source. Okay. Now consider voltage source and open these two current sources. So consider only one source at a time. If you are considering current source, remaining current sources will be open circuited and voltage will be short circuited. Okay. So I have considered 3 sources individually. First, I have considered 2 ampere. Next, I have considered 6 ampere. After that, 60 volts. And current source will be open. In third circuit, you see, I am opening the current sources. Now in 5 ohms, I had to determine the current. Only in 5 ohms, I had to determine the current in all the 3 circuits. So in the first circuit, which we had to determine current in 5 ohms. Which method is easy for applying?
Node analysis.
Node analysis or current divider rule? Nodal
Current.
analysis, current divider rule, if you apply within one step, you will get the answer in 5 ohms. See here. If current source is there, generally apply current divider. See, current is moving here. This 2 ampere is coming here. This 2 ampere is coming here in the downward direction, and it is dividing in these two branches. Now let us take here current we have to find in the 5 ohms. Let us take this is I1. I1 is equal to total current into opposite branch resistance by total resistance of parallel branches. Your total current is 2. What is the opposite branch for I1?
3.
Now 2 and 3 are in series. This is one branch. 5. Opposite branch for 5 ohms is 2 and 3. 2 and 3 are in series. So opposite branch is 5 divided by 5 plus 5. Two ampere is plus or minus?
Plus.
Plus, because see this I and I1 in 5 ohms, in 5 ohms. See, I1 and I are in both directions, same direction. That's why plus. Okay. Now come to the second circuit. First write this, then we'll go to the second circuit. Now see here.
Sir, I1 is 1.
Yes, sir. 5 by 5 1.
1, sir.
Sir, I have thought this is 5, this is 10. 5 by 10, this is 2. That is 1 ampere, plus 1 ampere. Okay. Sorry. Now see here in the second circuit, this current is flowing like this. This current is coming here. I want the current in 5 ampere. Now this current is coming here, 6 ampere. This 6 ampere is dividing in these two branches. This 6 ampere is dividing in these two branches. Now I want the current in 5 ohms. See, this 3 and 5 are in series. 3 and 5 are in series. This is another branch. In between these two nodes, one branch is there. In between this node and this node, this is the branch. Now I want this current. Let us take this current as I2. In the second circuit, I am assuming the current, same current is flowing here. See, I2. I don't want this current. Don't want the current in 2 ohms. I want the current in 5 ohms. That means 3 and 5 are in
Parallel.
parallel or series?
Series, sir. Series.
See, this 2 and this 8 are in parallel. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 you can write here. This 2 and 8 are in parallel. I want in series current will be same. Whatever the current flowing in 3 ohms, the same current will flow in 5 ohms. Because 3 and 5 are in series. There is no node point. See, in between 3 and 5, there is no node. There is no division of the current. For 3 and 5 are in series. Same current is flowing in 3 and 5. 3 and 5 can be treated as one branch. That is 5 plus 3, 8. This 8 ohms is in parallel with 2. Okay.
Sir, if short circuit is applied, then the current will be changes in series connection, sir.
Here we are shorting this. That means see here, nothing is there here. Line is there, that's all. 3 and 5 series. So I2 is the current flowing in 3 ohms. Same I2 is flowing in 5 ohms. Current will not change.
Okay, sir.
One branch. From here to here, this is 2 ohms. From here to here, this is 8 ohms. Okay. I want the current in 5 ohms. I2 is equal to total current is 6. What is the opposite branch for this 5?
2.
Branch. What is the opposite branch?
2, sir.
2,
2
sir.
is the opposite branch. What are the
5
parallel
plus
branches?
3.
8 into
1.5.
How much?
1.5.
Plus or minus?
Plus.
Yes. See, I and I2 both are in the same direction. This I2 is flowing in the upward direction. Here in 5 ohms also in the upward direction. Plus. Now come to the third circuit. From negative to positive current inflow, let us assume. I is the current. Let us take this is I3. From battery current is flowing like this, I3. Therefore, I3 is equal to V by R equivalent. All are in series. 5, 2 and 3 are in series. Whatever the current flowing in 5, same current will flow in 2, same current will flow in 3. 5 plus 3 plus 2?
10.
10. 6 amp. Positive or negative this one?
Negative.
Negative, because here I is in the upward direction, but I3 is in the downward direction. Negative. Therefore, total current I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. Your I1 is 1 plus 1.5 minus 6. How much?
3.5.
Minus
Minus-
3.5.
Okay. Minus 3.5.
Yes, sir.
Now we will verify whether this answer is correct or not. By using theorem, we had determined the current in 5 ohms. Now by using the verify, okay. Now we verify this. So convert this current source into voltage source. Verification is done. In exam, there is no need to do verification. For your understanding purpose, I am doing 6 into 2. 6 into 2 is 12 volts. Resistance which is in parallel to the current source will come in series. Otherwise, you can convert this also into current voltage source. If you convert this into voltage source, what you will get? 2 into 5,
10.
10.
10. See, negative terminal upward, positive terminal, because arrow is in the downward direction. See here how I am keeping negative terminal in this direction current will flow. From negative to positive current will flow. That's why the resistance which is in parallel with current source will come in series. Now here the resistance, what is this? 5. 5 ohm will come in series. Now I want the current in this 5 ohms. I want the current in 5 ohms. I am assuming the current direction like this. This I. I is flowing in the upward. Let us take. Now I is equal to V by R equivalent. What is V? See, I is flowing from plus to minus. Minus 10, minus to plus, plus 12, plus to minus,
Minus 2.
minus 60. Divided by all resistances are in series. 5 plus 2. Here 3 is good. 7. 5 plus 2 plus 3. Minus 58 by 10. Different answer.
Minus 5.8.
But the answer here it is not tallying. Somewhere you had done wrong in this here. 4 volts. Whether we had done wrong here or in the theorem we had done wrong somewhere. Okay, we'll see one more method, verification. Nodal analysis, we'll see how much you get. Here, okay, this 2 ampere as it is I am keeping. This 5 ohms. Here let us take one node V1, 3 branches are connected. I am converting this current source into voltage source here. I am not disturbing this 5 ohms. Node analysis, one node is here. Okay. That is, here current is leaving, this is also leaving, plus 2, V1 plus V1 minus 5 by, V1 minus 0 by 5 plus V1 plus 12 minus 60 by 5. You just calculate V1 and tell me how much you'll get V1.
Your voice is not audible.
How what? Hello?
Fifteen, sir.
16?
15.
15 you are getting?
Yes.
Okay. 15 volts. See properly how much you are getting. 15 you are getting? Or 16?
15. 19.
19 you are getting.
19, sir.
Okay. You are getting 19 volts. But
Yes,
I want
sir.
the current is 5 volts. See in the problem, I is equal to 0 minus V1 by 5. That is minus 19 by 5.
Minus
3.
3.8.
Okay, minus 3.8. See here the answer and by using theorem answer. Approximately same. Here decimal values we might have neglected here. That's why I have got this. Minus 3.5 minus. So somewhere we have done wrong in this source transformation. Okay, our theorem is correct. Whatever we have done by using theorem, that is correct. Okay, in nodal analysis also approximately same answer we are getting. By using source transformation, we have done somewhere wrong. 2 into 5, 10. I will. It's two parallel. These two are also parallel. Okay, I will see this one tomorrow. I will tell this one. Source transform. This is theorem is correct. Whatever you had done the problem using theorem is correct. Nodal analysis the same answer you are getting. But tomorrow I will tell this source transformation. Why you are getting the wrong answer? Okay. Strike off this source transfer. In your notebook, strike off this method. I will tell tomorrow. Okay. Okay, any doubt? We'll go to the next problem. Take down this problem as assignment. Determine the current in 2 ohms using superposition theorem. It is assignment. Determine the current in 2 ohms using superposition theorem. So by using theorem, determine the current in 2 ohms and also verify it by using any method, whether mesh analysis or nodal analysis or current divider, whatever it may be, source transformation. Verify by using source transformation or a nodal analysis. Okay. Determine the current in 2 ohms using superposition theorem. So this is the assignment to you. Okay, in the last problem, why that problem came wrong in source transformation means, see, those two current sources are in parallel. Actually, we have to take them in parallel. We have taken in series. That's why your answer is wrong. In the previous problem, we had taken both the current sources and voltage source are in parallel, but we have taken all of them in series. That's why you have got the answer wrong in source transformation. Okay, see, that current source and that current source and also voltage source all are in parallel. Okay, that's why you have got the wrong answer in the previous problem. We have to take both the current sources after converting into voltage source in parallel, but we have taken them in series. That is the reason why you have got the wrong answer. Okay, all are in current. So if you take the node point in between two current sources, they are in parallel. But our mistake, what we had done is we had taken in series. That's why I have got the wrong answer. Okay. Anyway, you can do it at home and verify it by taking in parallel. Okay. Next, I am going to the next theorem. That is Thevenin's theorem. Thevenin's theorem.
Sir, you are going fast, sir. Explain slowly, sir.
Okay, okay. If I am going fast, you can inform me so that I can slow down. Okay, write down the statement of Thevenin's theorem. any linear linear any linear bilateral network, any linear bilateral network can be converted to can be converted to can be converted to single equivalent single equivalent single equivalent voltage source, single equivalent voltage source in brackets write down Thevenin's voltage can be converted to single equivalent voltage source in brackets Thevenin's voltage VTH, Thevenin's voltage VTH in series with in series with in series with in series with single equivalent resistance, single equivalent resistance, single equivalent resistance in series with single equivalent resistance in brackets Thevenin resistance RTH in brackets Thevenin's resistance RTH. So the meaning of this statement is any circuit can be converted into single voltage and single resistance, and both can be connected in series. See, this is the equivalent circuit. See the statement, any linear bilateral network can be converted into single equivalent voltage source VTH in series with equivalent resistance Thevenin resistance RTH. Both are in series, VTH and RTH. So in the problem, any network can be converted into two quantities. One is VTH and the one is RTH. Okay, we'll do one example so that you can understand what is the meaning of this theorem. Take this problem. Draw this diagram. Determine the current in 4 ohms using Thevenin's theorem. Determine the current in 4 ohms. Determine the current in 4 ohms using Thevenin's theorem. Determine the current in 4 ohms using Thevenin's theorem. So any theorem I had told in the last class, they'll ask to determine the current in only one branch. Here he is asking in 4 ohms. In superposition theorem also you see, you have determined the current in only one branch. They'll ask that branch. But in this problem, he is asking us to determine the current in 4 ohms using superposition theorem. Okay. Write down step 1. Step 1. Before writing, you see here, don't write. Before writing, you see, first I will remove this resistance because he is asking us to determine the current in 4 ohms. No, write down. Remove the resistance. Note step 1, that is. Remove the resistance. Remove the resistance. Remove the resistance where they are asking to determine the current. Remove the resistance where they are asking to determine the current. Where they are asking to determine the current. Is it okay? Now I have removed the 4 ohms. Why means in the problem he is asking us to determine the resistance 4 ohm, determine the current in 4 ohms. That's why I have removed the resistance 4 ohms. After removing the resistance 4 ohms, I am taking it as plus and minus VTH, Thevenin voltage. Why I am taking voltage in the open circuit? Anyone? Write down note. In open circuit, write down. In open circuit, current is, what is current in open circuit? Anyone? In open circuit, current is 0.
0.
Okay. In open circuit, write down. In open circuit, current is 0 and voltage exists in open circuit. In open circuit, current will be 0, voltage will be there. Remember this point. Okay, that's why I had taken their voltage. I have opened that 4 ohms and I had taken it as VTH because current is 0, only voltage exists there. There is the you have to remember this point. In open circuit, current is 0 and voltage exists. Write on the next point. In short circuit, write down. In short circuit,
Voltage is 0.
okay, voltage is 0. Write down. In short circuit, voltage is 0 and current flows. In short circuit, voltage is 0 and current flows. If you remember these 2 points, because if you open, that will be Thevenin's theorem. If you short circuit, that will be Norton's theorem. Norton's theorem I don't want to discuss now. First I am discussing about Thevenin's theorem. In Thevenin's theorem, in the problem he is asking us to determine the current in 4 ohms. That's why I have opened that. After opening, there will be voltage. That voltage is called Thevenin voltage. I am marking like that. See, upper terminal is plus and lower terminal is minus. In any problem, first step is this one. Now I have to determine VTH. Thevenin voltage in this circuit. I want to convert the entire circuit into single voltage source. That is VTH. How to convert? See here. Here, consider one reference direction. This one or this one. Why I am saying this is reference direction means your current is 0. That is not the current direction. Because in your open circuit, current is 0. Because here open circuit, your current is 0. This is not the current direction. This is reference direction. You can consider this direction or this direction. Any direction, any one direction you consider. You will get the same answer for VTH. I am considering this direction VTH for a reference direction. This is not current direction. Please remember, I won't keep plus and minus for this arrow. Why means this is not current? Because your current is 0 in the open circuit. For determining VTH only, I am considering this. Now see here, if current is 0 here, if current is 0, what is the current flowing in 2 ohms?
0.
0.
Current flowing in 2 ohms in this loop is 0, but this 2 ohms is common to both these loops. That means from battery current will flow from negative to positive like this. From negative to positive current will flow. Okay, like this, current is flowing. Because here closed loop is there, here closed path is there in this loop. But in this loop, open is there. If open is there, this current is 0. Let us take this as I1. I is 0, current is 0, but here current is flowing. In this loop, I can take plus and minus. In the direction of current, I can take plus and minus for resistors only. Now, current in this 2 ohms is this current flowing. This current is 0 anyway in this branch. But this is common to both the loops. The current flowing in 2 ohms is I. Okay, this is 0. Now here, what is the current flowing in 3 ohms?
Zero.
0. Because this 3 ohms is related to this loop. I is 0. If I is 0, V is equal to 3 into 0, I into R. That is, what is the voltage in this? 0.
0.
3 into I, V is equal to I into R. Let us take this is a capital I. This I is 0. I 0 into R. R is 3. But in this current is I, 2 into I. Even this is 0. That is 2 into I is the current. So for this current direction, I am taking plus and minus. For this, I am not taking plus and minus because this is not the current. This is only the reference direction for determining VTH. Now see here, I will determine the current in 2 ohms. Now 1 and 2 are series or parallel? 1, 2 along the series
Series.
in series. Why means current is not dividing here. See, at this point, your current is 0 in this branch. Current is flowing only in this. That means 1 and 2 are in series. If there is closed path here, current will divide here in this branch and in this branch. But in this, current is 0 here in this. That's why since current is not dividing here, 1 and 2 will be in series. You can write the loop equation. Plus 10 minus 1 into I minus 2 into I, that is equal to 0. 3I is equal to 10. I is equal to
3.3.
Okay, 3.3. Now, what is the current in 1 ohm?
3.33.
What is the current in 2 ohms?
3.33.
Because they are in series, the same current will flow in 1 ohm and 2 ohm. Okay. Now I have determined the current in 2 ohms. Now I will determine VTH. Now take this reference direction. Take this as a reference. This is not current direction. Okay, I am taking as reference direction for determining VTH. Write down note. Write down note. Take one reference direction. Take one reference direction in the loop. Take one reference direction in the loop. In the loop. In the loop where VTH is present. In which loop we are taking this reference direction? Where there is VTH. Where VTH is present. VTH is here means here we will take reference direction. Since VTH is here, I will take the reference direction. Okay, for determining VTH. What I have done? For determining VTH, take one reference direction in the loop where VTH is present. Okay. Now, I will write this equation by considering this reference direction. This is not current direction. Please remember, I is flowing from minus to plus. Minus to plus means plus 2 into I. Current flowing in this 2 is I, not this current. This current is flowing. Now the voltage here is 0. Voltage in this 3 ohms. I am not taking plus and minus here. This is not current direction. Voltage is 0 here. Plus to minus VTH is equal to 0. Therefore, VTH is equal to 12. That is 2 into 3.33, 6.66 volts. Consider reference direction for writing the equation. Only for writing the equation, I am considering the reference direction. We can consider this direction or in the reverse direction. Suppose if we consider reverse direction, what we will get? Minus to plus, plus VTH, plus to minus to 1. If you consider the anti-clockwise, if you consider clockwise, this is the equation. If you consider anti-clockwise, VTH is equal to 12. 6.6. Same answer you will get because this is not current direction. Reference, that's why 6.66. If you consider clockwise direction, arrow, you'll get same answer. If you consider anti-clockwise, you'll get same answer. Okay. That is VTH. Now tell me, why I have determined the current in 2 ohms? Anyone? Why I have determined the current in this 2 ohms? Why?
To determine 4 volts, which are in series, no sir, 4 and 2.
Okay. For determining this VTH, we need the current in 2 ohms. If you don't know the current in 2 ohms, you can't determine this VTH. If you don't know this current value in 2 ohms, we are not able to determine VTH. That's why I have determined the current in this 2 ohm. Anyway, the current in this 3 ohm is 0. If 0 ampere means voltage is 0 in this resistor. But this is common to both these groups. That's why I have determined the current. Okay. So now we will determine RTH. Right on. See here for determining RTH, what I am doing. For determining RTH, short circuit all voltage sources. For determining RTH, short circuit all voltage sources. See, I am shorting this voltage source. This voltage source I am shorting. Short circuit all voltage sources. For determining RTH, short circuit all voltage sources. And open all the current sources. For determining RTH, short circuit all the voltage sources and open all the current sources. Now see the circuit. How many voltage sources are there in your circuit?
2 volts.
No, there is only one
Not
voltage.
zero, zero.
Only one voltage.
Yes, sir. Yes.
10 volts. This 10 volts I am short circuiting. This 10 volts I am short circuiting. There is no current source. In this circuit, there is no current source. That's why there is no need to open. Now, in place of VTH, I am taking it as RTH. Now, I will determine this RTH. Already you have determined VTH. Now, I have determined RTH. If RTH is this side, calculate from the opposite side. 1 and 2 are in parallel or series?
Series.
See properly. Suppose if I connect this 1 ohm here. Now,
Parallel.
that means this 1 and 2 ohms are in parallel here. See, this 1 and 2, these two are parallel. 1 and 2. Or if RTH we are calculating here, calculate from the opposite side. After converting these two into one resistance, it will be in series with 3 ohm. This parallel combination will be in series with 3 ohms. Okay, 1 and 2 are parallel in series with 3. Now tell me the value.
3.66.
Now your equivalent circuit is how much you got VTH? 6.6.
6.66.
Okay. This is your equivalent circuit. Now, what is the resistance you have removed in the circuit? ఇక్కడ ఏది remove చేసిన resistance? See the problem?
3 ohms. 3 ohms.
3 or 4?
4.
4 ohms. We have removed that 4 ohms. See, in the problem, he is asking us to determine the current in 4 ohms. In the problem, see the problem. In the problem, he is asking us to determine the current in 4 ohms. Now, always in source transformation, I had told, always resistance should be in series with the voltage source. Always resistance and voltage should be in series. Now, whatever the resistance that is removed, that should be in series with VTH and RTH. This 4 ohms is all are in series. Now, I determine the current in 4 ohms. Current in 4 ohms is equal to VTH by total voltage by total resistance. VTH is the total voltage, total resistance, these two are in series. RTH and 4 are in series, both are resistances. Okay, in this way, this is the current in 4 ohms. In series, current will be same. Whatever the current flowing in RTH, the same current will flow in 4 ohms.
0.869.
Okay, 0.869. Now I will verify whether this answer is correct or not in 4 ohms. First write down this. Verification. Draw the circuit. Draw the circuit also. I will apply the nodal analysis for verification. I want to verify this answer is correct or not. Assume all the currents are leaving from the node point.
Six point zero eight.
Okay. In the problem where he is asking us to determine the current,
4 ohms.
4 ohms. I want the current in 4 ohms because we had determined the current in 4 ohms using Thevenin's theorem. Therefore, I is equal to V1 minus 0 by 3 plus 4.
Eight six eight.
Okay. We'll get the same answer. Whether you use the theorem or nodal analysis, whatever. But in exam, you have to use by using theorem only. If they ask theorem, you have to use theorem only. This is only for verification, whether your answer is correct or not.
Sir, how you took that current direction, sir?
Actually, in 4 ohms, they are asking. In the direction of current, how will you take plus and minus? Same thing we had taken for VTHC. VTH, what you have taken? Upper terminal positive, lower terminal negative. See there in the first circuit. Is it okay? Suppose if you are assuming current in this direction, I had determined I by assuming this direction. So in the direction of current for resistor, what you will take? Plus and minus. That's why for VTH also upper terminal I had taken plus, lower terminal I had taken minus. Is it okay?
Current direction they will give us, sir.
They will give, but here they are not giving. But in Thevenin's theorem, in exam, most of the times they are not giving the current direction. They are asking simply to determine the current in 4 ohms.
In
Generally
any
take
direction.
any direction you can take, but generally take upper terminal as positive, lower terminal as negative. Okay.
Yes, sir.
If they give, no problem. If they are not giving, generally you take that like this. Current is flowing from the node to neutral. We'll do one more example, then you can clearly understand about this theorem. Write in the question. Determine the current in 5 ohms. Determine the current in 5 ohms using Thevenin's theorem. Determine the current in 5 ohms using Thevenin's theorem. One thing you remember, they can ask in 5 ohms or 3 ohms or 2 ohms or 4 ohms in exam. But here in this problem, I am asking in 5 ohms. In exam, they may ask in 2 ohms also. They may ask in 4 ohms also. They are asking 3 ohms also. Okay. Based on that, you have to open. Suppose if they are asking in 2 ohms, we'll open 2 ohms. If they are asking in 3 ohms, we'll open 3 ohms. If they are asking in 4 ohms, we'll open 4 ohms. But here they are asking in 5 ohms. Okay. First, draw the diagram. Then I will explain. See here, they are asking in 5 ohms. I'll open this resistance. Suppose if they ask in 3 ohms, open this resistance. If they ask in 2 ohms, open this resistance. If they ask in 4, we'll open this. Okay. But they are asking in 5 ohms, that's why I had removed and I had taken plus minus. Now I will determine VTH. So here I will consider one reference direction. This is not current direction because your current is 0 in that loop. Y means here open circuit is there. Here open circuit is there. That's why current is 0 in this. If you want it, if current is 0, what is the voltage in 4 ohms?
0.
0. 0 volts. Your resistance is 4, but current is 0. I into R. I into R. I value is 0. But in this 3 ohms, what is the current?
I.
3I.
Assume this is the closed path. Okay. Plus in the direction of current, I am taking plus. For the reference direction, I am not taking any plus and minus. See, in this loop, I am not taking any plus and minus. Only in this loop, I am taking plus and minus. Only in the direction of current, you have to take plus and minus. Not for the here current is 0. There is no need to take plus and minus in this loop. Now here 2 and 3 are series or parallel?
Series.
Series. Y means here current is 0. In this branch, current is 0. Current is not dividing here. 2 and 3 are in series. That means I can write I is equal to V by R equivalent. See I direction. I is moving from minus to plus. Plus numerator voltage. I is moving from minus to plus. Plus. I is moving from plus to minus. Plus to minus means
Minus
-7.
7.
divide by
Plus
total resistance 2 plus 3 series. They are in series.
yes, sir.
This is the current flowing in 3 ohms and 2 ohms. Because in series, current will be same. What are the current flowing in 3 ohms? The same current will flow in 2 ohms. Now I will go for VTH. I have got the current in 3 ohms. Then I can write the loop equation by considering reference direction from plus to minus. We can consider this direction or in the reverse direction. We'll get same answer for VTH. Minus to plus. Minus to plus. This is 0 voltage here in 4 ohms. Plus to minus.
-7.
Minus. Now I know I value. Substitute I value.
-0.4.
How much VTH?
0.6.
Minus or plus?
Minus 1.5.
7 minus 0.6 minus 8. How much?
Minus 1.6.
1.6.
Minus 1.6. Minus 1.6. If it comes to that state,
Yes.
is it okay? 1.6 volts. This is your VTH. Now we have converted this entire circuit into single voltage source VTH. Now I have to get the RTH. For determining arc change, what do you do?
Short circuit voltage source.
How many voltage sources are there?
2.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 voltage sources are there. I am short circuiting all the voltage sources. Now 2 can be written here also. 2 and 3 are series or parallel?
Parallel.
Parallel. If RTH is this side, calculate the resistance from the opposite side. Calculate the equivalent resistance from the opposite side.
5.2.
5.2. What is the resistance we have removed there?
5.
5 ohms. Therefore, current in 5 ohms we have to determine. That is equal to VTH by RTH plus 5. RTH and 5 are in series. Both are resistances. That is the current in 5 ohms.
Sir, it's minus 1.6.
Which one?
VTH.
Minus 8 plus 7. Minus 1. Minus 1 minus 0. Minus 1.6.
VTH is positive.
If it comes to the right hand side,
No, sir, upstairs.
Minus VT.
Minus VTH.
VTH is in minus.
Minus, sir.
okay, this is minus VTH. Okay, then it will be minus. Then it will be minus. Okay, sorry. Then minus VTH minus 1.6. If you are one, if you bring that side, it will become minus 1.6.
Minus 5.30.
Minus
5.30.
no
Minus 0.15.
minus
Minus
0.
0.15.
15 ampere. This is the current. Now we'll verify whether this answer is correct or not. Apply node analysis.
9.76.
Okay, 9.76. I want the current in 5 minutes. Let us take I. I is equal to V1 minus 8 divided by 4 plus 5.
Zero 0.19.
See here. Approximately I am getting same answer. But here you see VTH we are getting negative. In the first problem, we had got VTH positive. We had taken upper terminal positive, lower terminal negative. But change this. In the second problem, we are getting VTH minus 1.6. We are getting VTH minus 1.6. Okay. So the terminal should be like this. Upper terminal should be negative, lower terminal will be positive. Here exactly 1.6 we are getting. Okay. This should be 0.16 you have to get. One by 9. Okay, approximately similar value you are getting.
Sir, VTH 1.6 no sir, minus of minus plus.
It is minus 1.6.
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, minus 1.6 you are writing. That is okay. (1.6 by 10.2). How much? This much you are getting?
Yes sir, 0.1.
0.15. Then here also 1 divided by the
0.74, sir.
0.19. This is
No, sir,
Okay.
V1 6.74.
how much?
V1 I am getting 6.74, sir.
6.74. Okay.
Yes, sir. So answer is 0.14.
6.14 volts. Then this is
Like that.
V1 minus 8 by 4 plus 5. That is 6.14 minus 8 by 9. How much you get?
Sir, 6.74.
Okay, 6.74.
Answer is 0.14.
Okay. See here. Same thing we are getting. Minus 0.14 and 0.14. Okay. Approximately same. So V1 you have told wrong. That's why I have got I earlier. In both the cases, the answer is same. Okay. Now see here. I is flowing from plus to minus. That's why I have taken minus here. Minus VTH by RTH plus 5. Okay. That's all about the problem. We'll see the remaining problems on Thevenin's theorem in the next class. Before that, I will take that. Tell me.
It will become plus no sir, then VTH is negative, so
See here. Actually, if you take this as this direction, we are taking VTH here. But generally we are taking VTH is equal to minus. Okay. If you take the same direction, if you want to keep it like this, then we will take VTH. Here, VTH is minus 1.6. But if you take the reverse, direct value will take here. Again, negative we won't consider. Only one symbol. Otherwise, if you want to have, if you are having the confusion, take like this one and substitute negative value. If you are having the confusion, take VTH is equal to minus 1.6 volts. This one, like this. If you interchange these terminals, it will be 1.6. If you interchange these terminals, it will be 1.6. If you are keeping as it is, VTH will be 1.6, minus 1.6. If you interchange these terminals, it will be plus 1.6. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'll take the attendance, wait for some time, then you can exit.